So here we have Gabby and Danny, an update on Danny, and watch Gabby work with him. So when they first came in there, we've got Miss Bell up in a paddock. See if I can, up here, there's a paddock right there above my arena and round pen, and she is up there eating somewhere. There's a tail swishing. Anyhow, she's up in the corner up there. So Danny was all worried about her being up there and was causing Gabby some problems. So I suggested that Gabby needs to do some active leadership to make herself important to Danny so he is thinking more about her than he's thinking about Belle. And so she picked up a lead line and started pushing him around a little with the lead line and interspersing that with this piece. And the result is him coming in, dropping his head, licking and chewing, and giving her his focus. That's what it's all about. Don't get on your horse if your horse isn't thinking about you. Make it so. How'd that work for you, Gabby? See what it got you? You see what it got you, right? A horse that's in there with you, thinking about you, liking being with you, and he forgot all about that filly. Bill no longer exists to him. Now, that doesn't mean that she won't move or yell at him and he might remember her, but then you just do what you just did again. You were very nice and quiet with that. You didn't, you weren't aggressive in any way, shape, or form. I would say it was just the right amount that's all he needed. That was very well done. And look what it gets you, the horse you want to ride. Yeah, is he huggable enough? Holy moly. Is he huggable enough or what? I was watching him come down the hill, and I just don't see any problem in his rear end. And usually, I mean, that's a pretty reasonably steep hill. And if you got a problem in your rear end, going down a hill is the worst case. Now, I'm going to ask you, so what are you doing now? Why? Tack him up first. If you're going to take him to school, it starts with, to me, putting a bridle on or putting a saddle on is you punching the time clock ticket. You're going to work, we're going to tack you up. Whenever possible, you tack your horse up. Obviously, it's not mandatory, but you're going to ride him anyhow, so. Oh my goodness. He really locks on to his humans. Sorry, folks, you're going to get a crunching sound because I'm going to eat an apple. I want you to think about when you take him home, when you're grooming him and tacking him, don't put him in cross ties. In a perfect world, he wouldn't even have a halter on, but that would be kind of silly. But, throw his halter on, drop his lead on the ground, and say, stand right there while I do stuff to you. He sure likes his hay. I put a new round bale out for him, and he's been kind of stuck in it. Oh, I'm taking him out to Whitney Forest tomorrow. Yay! Yep, he's a goofball, all right. So, folks, what we just had an exchange about was, this is just my opinion, it's better if you groom your horse, tack it up, then pick the feet after you put a girth on. While you're picking its feet, you can stretch its legs forward under the girth and smooth that hair out. Also, the horse is letting go of its people say horses blow up. They tighten up, they tighten their muscles. Whatever they do, they tense. And then they'll relax, and then your girth will be loose. So this way, while you're picking their feet, they're relaxing. And then you can put the bridle on them before you mount, tighten the girth one last time. If you do the feet while you groom, and then you put the saddle and bridle on, you just put the saddle on, and now you're going to get on. You're not going to be able to tighten it all the way. You're going to have to either get off your horse later or tighten from the saddle, which I don't recommend.
Yes, ma'am, you may.
I wonder if she's staying up there because the donkeys and my mini. Oh, well, my mini came down. Speedy loves girls.
Uh, Bella, I'm surprised you're not talking to him.
I think he's just being with him.
Well, she hasn't acted marriage in the 2 months that she's been there.
She's just very level. Her emotions are just so level. I mean, she reminds me of an alpha mare, a calm mare
Well,
that's in charge of
they
stuff.
said she was boss mayor there. That
Oh, she was
she was boss
in her
mayor
herd.
in her herd.
Oh, those are always the best horses.
Oh, are they? Well, and like I say, I picked her out, and then I saw the paperwork,
Yeah.
and I should have brought you the paperwork because it's actually hilarious, you know.
Oh, that's why she's so calm and level-headed.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's the other way around.
yeah.
The ones that are calm and level-headed, they end up being the leaders because it makes them. If you're emotional, then you're inconsistent,
Yes,
and nobody wants an inconsistent leader.
yes.
They want you to be predictable, and so, nice find.
You want to get on him right away or have him walk Travis the saddle before I get on?
I want you to put the bridle on and then assess him. He tells you what you need to do. But look at him right now. Is he thinking about you? Is he with you mentally? Are his emotions off the charts? He's waiting for you. So you let him be the one to tell you what he needs or doesn't need. Yep. Look at that head. He's like, come on, Mom, let's get her done. This will be the big test. Let's see how this goes. Double kiss. Now you have a couple of choices. You can say, I want to make this better and take the time to do that, or move the mounting block and get on, I mean. But since we taught it to him, we might as well make it better, right? It's odd how he had it pretty good at the beginning. I mean, it's not odd. But it doesn't feel like regular regression. What? Okay, before he walks off, do an inventory of yourself. Peer inside yourself. Right? I think about collect yourself, then collect your horse. Before you walk off, go inside yourself and ask yourself, am I ready for this? Am I in the right frame of mind and the right emotions? Am I centered, calm, and relaxed, ready to provide my horse with leadership and guidance and good communication?
A lot of questions.
I know, but you know what I mean. You need to ask yourself, am I where I ought to be for my horse? And then find yourself in there and then walk off. I really like the uh, very low level contact you have today with him. Very, very relaxed on the reins. He needs that. That's really good for him. That was beautiful. Very nice. I love how upright you are. Your thumbs are up in the air. Your shoulders are back. You've got your weight on his, aft on him. You're definitely not putting him forward on his forehand. It's beautiful, Gabby. I got to ask, how does he feel to you today? Really? Okay. He looks that at the walk to me. Nice. Your heels are a lot less active today, but I can see the habit in there that you're trying to break. But you're doing a really good job of containing that habit. There is a little bit of nodding of your shoulders. You want to try to have that movement be in your waist, your hips and your waist, and your shoulders not moving. Yeah, and you got to, oh, okay, never mind. Nope, 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 disregard. That back end sure looked pretty loose there. Yes, very nice. He is nice and calm and relaxed with you, being thoughtful and responsive. Yeah, I'm not seeing much any stiffness really back there. It's something. It might still look a little odd that I can't even identify in what way. I don't know if it's just the way he's built, but yeah, he's definitely more fluid. So uh, he still looks a little heavy on the forehand. Right now, she's doing the slowest walk, fastest walk possible. She's trying to get the slowest walk right there. She had one good step. Now she stopped a little too much. She stopped too much because she's trying to get that right there, the really slow walk. Now she's accelerating it into the fastest walk possible, which is taking her a while to get it up to that. That's about a 4 for him, and we're looking for the 5. That's She's going back to the slowest walk possible. That's a good one right there. That was a really good couple steps. And then I thought we were going to accelerate into the fastest walk. There it is. Oh, that's a good walk right there. That was much better than the last one. That was really good walk. But he's kind of slowed back down to the 3. What's going on? Did she roll? Oh, yeah, I think she did.
She rolls more than any horse I've ever had. It's like, well,
Or donkey, huh?
might be
Huh.
after breakfast,
Hmm.
after groom, as soon as you groom them, you know.
Always. Yeah.
But when you'd rather put her in it,
Yeah.
roll, you know,
Yeah.
just roll.
Well, that's actually common because they come out of the trail a little sweaty,
And you
and
want to.
and the first thing they want to do is dry that sweat out.
Now her feet aren't in the best shape. Farrier comes again Tuesday. Are her feet good enough for the trails
Mm.
or is she gonna need shoes?
Kind of depends on what part you ride of Lake Anna. It really kind of depends on the horse, the size of their feet, the weight, how concave their hooves are, and how much digital cushion they have. uh, I mean, I always, because of my nature, I want them confident and forward. So I want 4 shoes on. But, it partly depends on how often are you going to do it, how far are you going to go, what's the actual surface. The surface varies at Lake Anna quite a bit.
Yeah. There's a park not far from me, Sandy Point.
Oh,
That's that's
Sandy Point is great. I've ridden out
yeah.
there.
I used to go there quite often.
I'm friends with the lady that used to own the property right across from it.
Oh
she sold off the main house and half of her property, and I think they're building a new house.
I haven't been down here since
I actually did a couple clinics at her farm, and one of them was a trail clinic, and we used the Sandy Point trails from her farm. You know, we practiced the skills on the trail for the use on the trail, and then we went out and did them on the actual trail. It was a great clinic.
Oh man, I wish I knew.
It was for people that, you know, really didn't do trail riding, but kind of wanted to start.
Yeah. But when I moved down here from Maryland, I didn't know where anything was.
Right.
And my kids were younger, blah, blah, blah. But that was a nice trail because it didn't have much rocking.
That looked nice. That was actually a pretty good canner. He's got more strength and energy. It's starting to happen.
You said you started him with some rice bran and all.
Yeah, he's. I think it's been about a week. He's been on the rice bran. Yeah, he's still struggling to lift up his front end on that one. Wasn't quite as good as the last one. He's just got so much bulk, and he's kind of got his head strung out.
Much better than yesterday?
Oh, definitely. And that first canner was actually, he put a lot of effort into it.
Yep.
Do you have copper on that bit?
Yep.
Oh, because he's got a lot of salivating going on. That little transition into that trot is a lot nicer today, too. A little more energy. Oh my, that looked hard. So you can see when he tries to step in the canter, he has to hinge at the withers, pick his front end up off the ground. And it's really hard. He just doesn't have the strength. There is a possibility that there's clover in that round bale. Okay, what you don't want to do is pay attention to her. You know what's going on, but if you don't want him to stand there and think about her, make him busy. You okay? Excellent. Thank you, Belle. That's helpful.
He's falling in love with your little mini too, I think.
Oh, that's his job.
Oh, okay.
How are you feeling?
Getting up there.
Okay, so stop, settle, pet your horse's neck, reach inside yourself, reach inside his head. So there's a piece of you want to, if you get caught inside your head, it's just going to make things worse and worse for you. It's also going to make things worse and worse for him. So you want to get into his head and And so, how's he feeling? What's he thinking about? What's he feeling about right now? You want to engage him and either change what he's thinking about or change what he's feeling. And don't get caught in yourself. Good. Do you feel that right there?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look what you just did. That was cool, Gaby. Look at that. You see what he can do for you?
Yep.
That was really nice. The way he let go of her. And there he drops his head. Oh, he's going to scratch a little bit, but whatever. Still, he can do this. Well, you're a little feisty girl, aren't you? What, did Speedy leave you? Is he teasing you? That's he's so funny and smart and full of himself. He did. He just left you stranded down here. Where'd he go? Is he goofing with you? He is goofing with you, isn't he? Speedy, you're silly. I don't even see you. You probably went to hide in the running shed from her. I'm going to go play hide and seek.
I told my little mini baby goes in his stall where she can't get to him.
He likes to interact with them, but
Well, that sounds good. What's the day?
it's completely up to you.
Yeah. You end it on a good note.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think you guys have your stuff together. I'm going to write him, some miles tomorrow. I could really see. It's kind of fun to see you canter him and watch his body work. He's trying to lift his withers up to engage that hind end and get the weight off of his front. And it is really hard for him to get the weight off his front and do that. I mean, it again, it looks like just not enough strength for his mass. I'm hoping that's the case. But I really like what you did at the end there, though. When he was distracted and you could feel his rigidity because he was thinking and focused on her, and how you engaged and went in there and changed it. Hey, that's what I'm here for. It's okay, you got this. It's a journey. There is no destination. It's just a continuous journey, traveling down a road. You're never going to get there. Shoot, I want another lifetime just so I can have go down that road further than I did on this lifetime.
Yeah. What a good man.
Yeah, that was pretty darn nice.
I'm glad I got on him because I wanted to practice being lighter.
You were. I really like what you're doing on the reins. And I think he was less heavy on the forehand than you.
Well, less heavy in the bridle.
Well, it's a funny thing. If we pull, they pull. And the more they pull, the heavier they are on the forehand. I'm just going to grab that dressage whip. That's okay. He says, Mom didn't need me, so I'm going to go say hi to the girl. She sure is pretty. I didn't get on your horse today. Yay! So that's a progress report on Gabby and Danny.